So here's a question for you. Can you even have a life once you've been diagnosed with cancer? Let's chat about it. The easy answer is yes, of course you can. But what that life looks like is going to be pretty different. When I was first diagnosed, one of my husband's aunts made a point to tell us try and still find time for yourselves, find time for your life apart from cancer. And that seemed like, okay, sure, advice. I mean, I appreciated it, but I didn't really get what she meant by that. So much of your life at the beginning of a diagnosis is a million doctor's appointment. What's your treatment plan? For me, it was let's get to chemo, and then it was let's get to radiation, and then let's have this surgery and this surgery. And I'm kind of past the crisis point. I'm more into the management point right now. So this would be true for anyone with cancer, but I'm especially speaking to my metastatic friends out there, to the people with stage 4 cancer, that you really kind of continually your whole life look over your shoulder, wait for that next scan. Not that that's not true for people with cancer that aren't stage 4, so please don't hear me making light of that diagnosis. But there's a particular emphasis with stage 4 cancer that probably the cancer will come back. We all pray and hope and don't want to be that person that the cancer comes back from, but we kind of know that's a good possibility. So what do you do in this waiting period? This last week, my family and I took our first family vacation since I was diagnosed. We went up to a cabin and hung out in Amish country and kind of just unplugged for a little while. And that was great. Now, COVID has made this hard for everyone, right? But for us to be able to step away just as the 4 of us, just as our family, and get to make some memories, spend some time, but still have a vacation that didn't wear me out too much. We really had to put that into the planning. I'm not at a place where I can do a whole lot without being in a lot of pain. But that was huge. And that was still having a life. I like to call it my real life and my cancer life. And we got to do a lot of real life. Now, we still had to pay attention to that cancer is part of my life. And so getting to take this vacation, getting to step away, getting to focus on our family meant so much because cancer has taken up so much of my life. So that advice of make sure that you still have a life apart from cancer became so much more clear. So to any of y'all that are dealing with metastatic cancer, that you still have a lot of doctor's appointments, even though I'm in the management phase, right? I still go to the doctor almost multiple times a week. And I'm sure you guys have a lot of appointments and regimens and pills. Good word. Can we talk about the pills sometimes? Like I had to have a separate bag to take my medication with me on this trip. Despite all those things, have a life. Don't let cancer take over all of it. Don't let cancer define who you are. It's easy. And there are times that cancer has to be the main thing that you're thinking about. I get it. When I was so sick, I'm laying on the bathroom floor naked. I wasn't thinking about other things, at that time. Cancer was ruling my thoughts. But at the end of the day, don't let cancer be what defines your life. It gets to be part of us. I will be a metastatic cancer patient for the rest of my life, but I also have other parts of my life. So I encourage you to find something fun to do with your friends, for yourself, with your family, whatever it's going to be. Step away from cancer for a little bit. Don't let it take over everything. And that's a hard thing to do, and it's a balance that I'm still trying to figure out. But cancer doesn't get to win everything. It might kill me in the end, but it doesn't get to win everything. It doesn't change my spirit, doesn't change my love for the Lord, doesn't change that I still get to have a job right now working with the youth in my church, doesn't change that I still love my husband, doesn't change that I love my kids, doesn't change that we still can't make memories and do fun things together. So I get cancer is a big part of life. Just don't let it be all of life.